Greetings, mortals. I am Nates, one of the rulers of the underworld, or specifically the ruler of manga hell. And today we'll be reacting to the newest chapter of Black Clover, chapter 326, Brothers. Oh, I guess that we're finally going to have Libe and Asta getting a brotherly kind of thing together. I mean, I guess it's a bit late, but oh well. Better late than never. I remember the moment where Asta and Libra first became that together, became partners. But you know what I mean. It's been a while, considering the fact they're two are the closest, well, even closer to brothers than he and Yuno. I mean, they were together, but you know what I mean. But you know what I mean. But yeah. Anyways, let's see if how this chapter handles stuff, and let's see if we truly are going to go for an epic final clash, or are we going to have some despair going on? Does despair even have any meaning in Black Clover anymore? I'm just curious. So yeah, anyways, the first page we actually get is a bit of a celebration of Black Clover's 7 years by having the final four people who are battling against Lucifer all being here. Asta, Yuno, Nock, and Yami, and we kind of I don't know. The funny thing is, Nock and Yuno kind of seem like they're doing the whole poses for paparazzi, while Asta and Yami are kind of just sitting there. I mean, I guess that's kind of makes sense. It's even the color in the backgrounds kind of does fit, but it's kind of funny. Also, for some reason, then then all of them seem to be wearing just kind of the tank tops. Not sure why, but I guess they all are for some reason. So yeah. Anyways, the proper first page of the chapter we have the different perspective of the things happened in the last chapter where Lucifer destroying Yuno's form and falling to the ground as Asta is behind him with a broken leg also falling to the ground. So yeah, and some of the stone is starting to go up or something or down. It's not because of gravity magic. But yeah, in Western there's then falls with their final attack on the Demon King come from the right or the left. Alright? So yeah, then we see a star next to Yami's me because not said that he puts his bet on the guy with William Sword, which is I guess supposed to be kind of like acknowledging his captain thing by trusting the sword made from the World Tree Magic over his brother. There we see finally being a bit damaged. Well, I know he's been damaged, but you know what I mean. Like he finally gets coming to his wounds as he's falling down. Then he sees a star behind him, between him and Asta. As then you actually no, I think this is not uses double ganger combo magic. As we see, instead of being left to the right, we actually see that actually teleport both Nock and Yami with not using his doppelganger combo spell to make himself another tree of not that tree spell that you Rhythm made, which I do wonder if it's actually the same thing or it's just like visually similar, maybe some properties. Because I honestly find it very weird how that not just now got that whole doppelganger spell or just not use it, or maybe that's, although maybe it's coming from the shadows actually. If it, but also it seems like used his spell and then now just using his shadow magic to show up. Anyways, then we get our obligatory drum-like appearance, which for some reason his hair is a bit lighter for some reason. Not sure that's just the unofficial pages. And then we get a bit of a, uh, I have no idea, some mana thing. As then we see Lucifero apparently manifesting 2 extra sets of arms as he, instead of taking a hit by them, just punches both Yami and Nock in the stomach, a bit above stomach, with somewhere in that area. As then we have completely falling from his form as Asta's a bit surprised as Lucifer starts saying, "This is the end." As he goes to punch Asta, and no, we are really going to despair. I mean, my God, this is total despair here, people. I mean, Nock and Yami are practically are guaranteed dying now. I mean, Think about it. They were just punched by Lucifero in the gut. I mean, how could anyone survive that? I mean, it's a punch by Lucifer in the gut. It's a fucking punch. There is nothing they can do. They are clearly that. Like, all those people who say give time to what it's gonna prove us wrong were clearly correct because this moment truly demonstrates to us all the despair and the seriousness of the situation. Why did I pick up Vonica's volume? Hmm. Oh well, what can you do? I'm not gonna question that. But yeah, anyways, then we get into Lucifer. Oh, we are going to Libe and not Asta's mind. Oh, great. There's gonna be one of those chapters where pretty much only like 5 seconds progress yet we're going to people's minds. Not a bad idea, and definitely not gonna judge the quality of the chapter because of it, but it's really just annoying because we have that with Saka and Noct, I think not that long ago. Seriously, is it just me or does it go like one chapter when we go into people's minds and thought processes, then we get into a battle, then we get a similar thing where people actually go into people's minds and then go into a battle. It's happened this entire fight so far, or the rest for a good chunk of the battle for now. So yes, anyways, then we see Libe's like, I'm sorry, Lisita. As then we have Asta kind of sharing Libe's memories as we get the entire chapter with Libe's past, with him being beaten up, with him moving, with him being in the human world, with meeting Lisita, Lisita asking him to be her son, Lisita and Libe playing, Libe eating, them being happy, Lisita's final words to Libe. Then we get Safira manifesting, killing Lisita, Libe crying, and yeah. You know, this would really be impactful if we didn't just have like one single chapter to it, or if at least we will cut back to it a little bit more frequently. Like, not saying it had to be anything major, but I feel like it would make this remembering a past a bit more impactful if we had a little more than one chapter, for God's sakes, people. Which honestly just makes it even more apparent how little we actually get in chapters where we put every single one chapter into a 2-page flashback. To be fair, that seems to be more because it's a double spat in the first one. Well, yeah, I think it's no, actually, I don't think it's a double spat. It just looks like it could be one. So yeah, I'm not gonna go over the dialogue because it's like the things we've already had, like Lucifer or I'm not letting go, live, Libe, you idea, son, yeah, all that. So yeah, anyways, then we get into Asta's thought was like, what the hell was that? Lisita was killed and then he spent all those years inside the grimoire? It's because he kept cursing those that he gained the power of anti-magic? I guess so. As then we get the face of Lucifero as us like or I think that's supposed to be leave basically like in the end I was no match for Lucifero. I hate him. But it's not just Lucifero. I will never forgive myself. If only I had magic. If only I never left the underworld. I mean, to be fair, Libre, it's not like you actually intended to. It was just like a devil thrown you outside. Like this is equivalent to uh, what would be a good comparison? That would be like someone or telling you go get me something. That would be equivalent to a mom telling her son go get me something, and then you not knowing how that looks like. You just know the name of it, and then it's sold out, and then you bring something in replacement, but then the mother is like just throws it and crushes it because she's pissed at you for doing it wrong. I mean, it's not your fault you didn't even know what you were looking for, and when you came to the store, it was actually empty. But yeah. Anyways, I'm not sure why Lee was blaming himself. I guess it's more of an emotional thing because now he's gonna die and he's not gonna be avenged to Lucita. But yeah, what can I do, suppose? So if they get out like that, the page with Lisita is Liba is all crying like, if only I never met Lisita, she would have never died. I don't know, really. Oh, all things could have happened. I mean, she was living out in the streets. Like, she'll probably die of loneliness or suicide. I mean, hell, she pretty much said that herself. And then we get, like, this. honestly a very emotional panel with Liebe. It's like, I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He's just bawling his eyes out, and the worst part is he's a child in this state. Like, he doesn't literally leave it aged backwards. He's like in a children because he's like literally just crying. And then we have Asta Pin behind him. It's like, Liebe, I had no idea you were in this much pain. Wait, doesn't Key help you with this kind of stuff? Maybe I'm just misunderstanding the Key. But yeah, anyways, then we get Liebe's back, as in Asta again looks at us like, I was the only person in the world without magic, so I too faced hardship. But it's because of those hardships that we met. Your pain and anger became my strength, so thank you. Then we get Liebe and Asta aged up a bit, as then we have Asta be like, I'm really grateful to have met you. As then Liebe calms down a bit from crying, as then Asta is saying, alone I can't do anything, but with you I can fight. Together we can do this. As then we have Liebe still crying, but still a bit getting more down. It's like, right now. Then we get to their partnership as we get the mark that they have when they start using Devil Union. As it was like, I am no longer alone. As then we get like this cool panel where Libe and Asta just kind of like hold each other up. It's like, let's do this, brother! Which is like what they're both saying. And yeah, I guess now they're finally admitting to themselves to be brothers. I know it's kind of hard to say specifically. Then we got away from it, and then we get the final double page spread of the chapter. Again, it's a very short one. As then we have Lucifer's punch being blocked by the sword. As then we have us saying, I don't give a damn if you're the king of the devils. How dare you kill my partner's mother? As then we see Asta coming from it with a fifth horn. I think that's a fifth yeah, I think that's a fifth horn. I might be seeing a sixth one, but I think that's just Asta's hairstyle, honestly. And yeah, end of chapter with Nash saying, a bond of the brothers brings forth a mighty counterattack. Yes, because as if we hadn't had those counterattacks this whole time. So yeah. No, this chapter, from Libo's perspective, is a very great chapter. The only real problem is that I feel like we should have gone a little bit more of it. Like, a lot of problems with chapters, in all honesty, with a lot of these chapters is the fact that we should have gone a little bit more of it, or at the very least, there should have been more of a gap between some of these chapters because, again, we literally go from Asta cutting the giant worm Lucifer in half to him uh, getting back up a few chapters later, to him standing side by his rival and his mentors, and now him going against Lucifero. Apparently, actually, question. So I remember that in Black Clover, a high level enough mage can heal them, can fight and have healing properties. So I'm guessing that's the reason why, after fighting Xenon, was still able to, fight, because he was such a high level mage that he can heal himself or something. Even if it's not specifically stated. But why is Asta getting all better now? Like, why is he? I mean, he really shouldn't be able to do anything here. Like, this should really have just went straight through and punch him and break his fifth tone. Like, his body is fucking a mess. How the heck does it heal? Like, from my perspective, anti-magic just increases his stats. Doesn't, like, give him regenerative capabilities or healing capabilities. So why is he able to handle it? Is it something like devils, where while they are hurt, they don't really, unless if you remove their limbs, they don't really, it doesn't really matter? It's kind of like, is it something like that? Is that what's happening here? I mean, there is a new horn, so maybe that's the case for the ability, but I don't know, it's just a bit weird. But yeah. So that's it for the chapter. This is again a very more of a inner thought chapter with a bit more of action in the beginning, and apparently going into like the more of a final front. Oh, by the way, in case you're wondering what my thoughts are on Yuno and Yami and anyone else, I do feel like they're still gonna participate at the end. Maybe it's gonna be more like they're gonna be like in the very final push, Shima to Zago with Yami. They gave like the final one of the final attacks on it. Since I feel like at this point everyone's gonna show up, and let's be real here, Asta's new form being able to handle Lucifero's form of Lucifer would just be, honestly, I don't even know if what would be Deus Ex Machina kinda or something like that. Like I have no idea what people refer to Black Clover when it comes to some of these power ups, honestly. But yeah, I am not really sure if I want. I am kind of curious on how this is gonna go. I feel like Lucifer is gonna be defeated. It just depends on how he's gonna be defeated. And I do feel like we're gonna start wrapping this fight through in a couple of chapters more, or the very see the escape or whatever is gonna happen. So yeah. Anyways, with that said, I hope you like this video. I hope you leave a like and subscribe to this channel for more videos in the future. And with that said, I cannot wait to see all of you mortals next time. Goodbye.